Let's put our hands together to welcome sir.
Good afternoon to all of you. Sorry I was a little bit late. Myself and my friend Uttam could have to travel from Bangalore, and I have to pick him from Hyderabad. Anyway, Honorable Chief Minister of Rajasthan, who has hosted Mr. Sharma ji, Bhajanlal Sharma ji, Honorable Minister for Jal Shakti, Government of India, Mr. Patil ji, Mr. Mohan Charan ji, Orissa Chief Minister, Manik Shah, Tripura Chief Minister, Mukesh Sangori ji, our Deputy Chief Minister of Himachal Pradesh, Mr. Arun Shaw ji, Chhattisgarh Deputy Chief Minister, Mrs. Dawa Shibika ji, and all my senior leaders, Minister for State for Jal Shakti, Government of India, and all my colleagues who have been here from different parts of the country, who are serving as the ministers, and our rural development ministers also are here, connected to Jal Shakti, and all the officers of the Government of India, and our Secretary of Irrigation, and senior leaders. At the outset, let me convey my sincere appreciation to the Ministry of Jal Shakti, Government of India, for organizing this All India State Ministers Conference here in this lovely city. The theme of Water Vision for 2047, the way forward. I think you have taken a very great, bold initiative on this issue. It was the need of the hour. We had to look forward. We all know that water is a very unique resource for all of us. Without water, we can't survive. It is a core sustainable economic growth and also serves the basic needs of a human and maintaining the ecological balance also. The impact of water on any economy can't be gauged by the fact that today a significant number of businessmen face water-related challenges all over the world. I think from last 10 years, we could see various programs have been added to see that every house is being connected on various sections and various programs have been taken. But every day to move on, we are facing a lot of challenges and issues have been aggravated. Climate change has also taken a very important role, and water pollutions and competitions between various sectors in users also has been going on. Water availability is cross-cutting aspect that links with major development challenges, including food security and rapid urbanization. I think in this country almost 40% is the urbanization has happened. It was about 32, now it has reached 40%. Lot of youngsters, families are moving towards the urban area for employment and various other activities. So the number of water users in urbanization is also improving. So this department has to look into all these actions. As urbanization in these livable cities, sustainable rural development, disaster risk management, adaptation to the climate change, acquisition, allocation of the national resources, and the economic cooperation is also needed. The development of land and water resources together and is central to the country's inclusive strategy to the sustainable growth and development. As our country is very large, big, For our India particularly, water resources have been a subject of a great concern. India supports its 80% of the world population with just 4% of the world's freshwater resources to feed water to its agriculture needs, growing population, expanded seas, and a greater industrialization is a challenge that India would need to tackle the forthcoming coming decades. As per the available information, storage capacity is about 253 billion cubic meters has been created in the country so far. For India is a progress sustainable, it needs to strengthen its water resources. Experts indicate that a strong correlation exists between the storage and capacity of the country and its GDP. To evident from the per capita water storage figures, I wish to make the use of the August occasion to share some of the reforms of Karnataka that undertaken related to the water sector in an effective management accomplishments in the use of. In this connection with this, the arguments that the water supply and in order to to check the illegal withdrawal of water from the irrigation of drinking water works, Karnataka Irrigation Act 1965 was amended in the last August in 2024. The prevail illegal tapping of water to ensure water reaches to the end user by including sustainable section in establishing an irrigation court, by confirming powers on the irrigation officers to conduct inquiry for the better enforcement of the act proceedings to the equal of civil court, by provision of the task force with police for a better enforcement act. What I am trying to convey is that we could see that in all our canals, the farmer used to pick the water by putting the bore wells, pump sets, and end users used to not get the water. So I come out amendment the act which was in 1964 that we will not allow any of them to suck the water from the canals so that it reaches the end user. This is a new initiative which we have taken this year. A new state water policy was enacted in 2022 during incorporating a new elements, parameters encourage promotions and major success of its effective innovation implemented. So in order to facilitate the water scarcity and optional utilization of the country water resources for health, food and energy, environment and social purpose, the following will have to be added. So we need to amend of existing legislation or formulating new legislation covering a water sector. Currently 29 different legislation including 14 central acts and 15 state level acts has to be addressed effectively as per the sector. Establishment of a new governance administrative bodies with the request of mandate powers authority to staff and resources. Restructuring the reorganization of the government departments, agencies along with the corresponding institution alignments of the capacity of including. Development of adoption of a new standard operating procedures in the terms of approaches, methodologies, technical management aspects, foods, tools and practices. With the adoption of the WRM approach towards the managing the water assets and institution, the country, the focus on the policy makers and practice in the water resources, domain need to move for the water infrastructure development in the water resources. So with lot of issues, before I close, I would like to bring to the attention of the Hon'ble Union Minister that the following pending issues of Karnataka has to be considered addressing the same. I request the Honorable Minister to issue a direction to the CWC to take up the appraisals of the DPR and accord necessary clearances to the Mekedatu project which is pending, which envisions that the constructions of the balancing reservoir across the Kaveri River in a effective legality. Since we are fighting since a long time, it will help both the states. It is not only helping Karnataka, it will help Tamil Nadu, Kerala and Karnataka also. So I would like to see that Already in the last year we could have a excess of water flowing to the sea. We want to stop it, we want to store it, and we want to help Tamil Nadu in that region. And we are going to generate about 400 megawatt of power and meet the drinking water for Bangalore, which is the need of the hour. Government of India in its union budget in 2023 and 24 had announced a grant of 5,300 crores, 300 crores for the upper Bhadra projects for providing irrigation to the central Karnataka drought-prone area. And earlier my Chief Minister also, Mr. Bommai also had included that in his budget, but still not even a single rupee has been released. I would like to request, I met the Hon'ble Minister for Water Resources, earlier the Minister, the present Prime Minister, and requested him, but still the amount what was being announced in the budget has not been released. They assured us they are going to take up it as a national project, but still no decision has been taken on that releases. I request the Minister to take appropriate move to a Supreme Court by filing up an application on modification of the order of 2011 on the Gazette notification award of Krishna Water Dispute Tribunal, which was pronounced during 2010 to enable Karnataka make use of its allotted share. And again, I would like to request the MOF and direct the concerned authorities on the National Board of Wildlife on the Madai Water Dispute Tribunal that was promulgated in the award in 2016 on this Kalsa Bandu Nala scheme and on Madai, which we have a problem with the Forest Ecological Department also. Further, I would like to impress upon the National Water Development Agency to revisit the state-wise provision of the related Godavari-Kaveri link project under the linking of the river scheme for the irrigation use of allotted the grateful share of state of Karnataka based on the principles of equity and equality appointment, since currently a mega agri allocation of 15.89 TMC of water is proposed for Karnataka. With this, I would like to conclude my few lines, but once again, I thanking all the dignitaries participate in general, in particular the Ministry of Jal Shakti for organizing this theme, and I would like to extend all cooperation. But the country needs a strict direct decision. We know that water is needed for everyone, from irrigation to industries, on urbanization, for drinking, for the rural area. Though a lot of plans are there, but the issues had to be very sorted out, and whatever the legal issues connected to different part of the states, let us all sit together. You have to give a direct communication to the states that in the interest of the national interest, issues have to be sorted out. I hope the government of India will take up. We are ready to cooperate in any manner which you would like. Thank you for giving an opportunity.
Thank you very much indeed, sir, for your